Hey guys, Hydroxate here, and welcome to another episode of Off the Runway, where this week we are looking at Boobin himself, Vauban. So this video was requested by one of our subscribers, and it's also good timing because the Vauban Prime is coming out in the next few weeks. So we're starting off here with my look. It's got the Pakal and the Halt on the arms and the Opulus robe on the back. As always, blue and greys goes really well with the engineer vibe. So now this look is inspired by one of my favourite comic book heroes of all time, Gambit from the X-Men comic book series, because it's actually got the Gambit helmet, which is the kind of, beret on the side. So I'm using that colours of the trench coat, the browns with the wines, and I'm using the Dendra on the arms and the legs because they kind of look like playing cards, which is one of his signature weapons, and then the Abrasa Sayadana on the back and the Edo on the chest. So this phase skin you might not have actually seen very often, and it was a kind of a reward in the Steam Summer Trading Card Scheme, I think 2 years ago. You can still get them on the Steam market though, so I've got the prices here. The skin, which is the helmet and the actual main, skin of the body, is about $2.62 in US dollars. In euros it's even less. Same with the phased Sayadana and the phased Vasto skin. There was also a phased Act Vasto, which will cost about $40, and the phased Tigris, which will cost about $232. Obviously, I am not going to pay for that, but it's a really cool skin. And now this look I call the Bumblebee helmet. It features the Armistice helmet, which I hate so much. I think it looks like a porta potty. But I went kind of for Bumblebee, the workers, since Vauban is an engineer, and I want kind of like the worker drones in a hive, so I'm using black and yellows. And then for the actual accessories, it's the Prisma Daedalus all around with the Prisma Yamako on the back. It works really well with the Immortal skin because all the little circles kind of looks, from afar you can kind of think that it's the hive and the honeycombs in the actual hive itself. This look here is called the Pinkadot, pun intended. So I'm using everything with kind of circular motifs, which is the Harkoner set on the arms and the legs and the chest. Then on the back is the Katir Sayadana, which was Barrow got 2 weeks ago, and the Immortal skin, all with circles to kind of bring this pink and white fantasy to you. Yeah, I thought it was kind of different because when you see people with Vauban skins, they're usually bright pink from the Infested palette, everything's pink, but when you kind of mute the tones a bit, make them a bit more desaturated, you can really look really nice with any colour you really want. And this look is inspired by a lifeboat, so I'm kind of thinking that if the boat was going down and Vauban was working on it, this is what he'd look like to kind of bring people to safety. With the Jatok mantle on the back, everyone's favourite jetpack, and the porta all around, and it uses every colour is actually from the Corpus palette, so it's very good colours. You usually see this on the Rangers and Arc Wings missions, and they look really, really well on the Warframes. And the next look is inspired by the French aristocracy back in the 17th century. I know I'm getting pretty far-fetched now this video, so I'm using golds and whites and nudes. Gambit helmet, I'm using Halta all around, and then on the back is the Isvara Sayadana, which has a kind of very silky, very glorious kind of look to it. Orkin all around, except for the energy, which I'm using classic. Usually when I have these colours, I usually go just for default yellow. But this is the Limbo Noble animation set with it, which kind of gives the regal, like, where are my servants and where is my food kind of look, and that's what I like about it. And our next look is Bin Man Ban, short for Vauban. For those who are not from Ireland or the UK, a bin is kind of a trash can or garbage can, I believe you call it, and the bin man are obviously the people who take it to the landfill in their truck. So I'm using green and yellows, which are their common colours in their kind of logos or even on the trucks themselves, and I've used the Limbo Agile animation set just to give it kind of like a dirty vibe to it. The Rathka tag on the back, Edo on the knees, and then Eos on the arms and chest all around. And this look, I'm kind of going for like a neon sign look, so neon blue, oranges and black, kind of a logo you'd see for a bar maybe of some general. That's kind of the look I was going for. The cal all around, because as you know, the tintable metals look really, really well at that. Esprit, I believe it's called the Esprit. It's not it wouldn't be the Esprit, it's probably from the French word mind, Esprit helmet. Kind of looks giving like the old man vibe, but that's what I was going for. Okay, and the last look is actually the Commander look. So I'm going for inspiration from Commander Vauban himself. So if you look him up, he was a French engineer / commander. He built one of his famous forts, which you can actually see is kind of the motif on the chest. It was kind of it looked like a star-shaped fort, but it was kind of like a square and then a square on top of each other. And that's what I was going for. So I'm going for greys and blacks here. I'm using the Prisma Edo on the arms, legs, and chest. And then on the back, I'm using the Gambit coastline down and just to tie it all up and give that metallic kind of look I was going for. And as always, thank you for watching, guys. You know, you can follow me on Twitter at Hydroxate. Please subscribe if you like my content. Every week we'll have more. Let me know what you think of Vauban Prime, and if you have any looks on Vauban yourself, send to me. I'd love to review them. So as always, take care, and I'll see you next week.